My goal is the only thing that's important to me. My goal, the people around me, the family that I want to create, the legacy that I want to leave behind. The only thing that is important to me is that. So your opinions about what I do and how I maintain my career is not important. The only thing that is important to me is that if you don't have the knowledge of how I can get to the next level, then we don't need to be discussing anything about my career.
What are you doing today that makes you better than the person you were yesterday? That is part of the Ascension brand. That is the motto, the heart of what we stand for. When I pass away, I want people to know. I want people to remember me, not for the time that I spent on this planet, but for the things that I have done to contribute to society. My mama raised a loser, but
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dirty Chunk Podcast. It is me, your boy Marcus Morton. Always here with me is the Aaron Mack, and we got two lovely ladies, Coco and Alyssa Ramirez.
You haven't lost it.
He brought back the roll.
Exactly.
I still can't roll my R's.
We are back in the studio
Try to figure out what's going on.
for the last, we could say last time. For the,
At this particular
in
spot.
this studio, in this spot where you'll be seeing all the white balls and whatnot, this will be the last.
Oh, no.
We're going to be sending off the apartment studio Viking style.
We are not doing the Viking style. I cannot.
We
I
can't do
burn
it
it down
Viking
as much
style.
as I do not.
You see
Absolutely
how much they
do
charge
not.
me when we move?
Like my neighbor, I can't do that. Like that's not how that works, right? Everybody can hear themselves.
It'll just be a small fire.
It's
Just minuscule.
all right.
No big deal.
As long as we get the computers out and and we save the books. That's all I really care about. What, everything else at the house already?
Exactly. I was like, it's not like we have to move anything more.
I mean, true. Yeah, so I mean, we got some expensive studio equipment in here.
Yeah, the words. Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
Gibberish.
I'm running off of like 3 hours of sleep right now. I've been up. This is like my third energy drink today.
Bad, Aaron.
Yeah.
Hold on, I know you ain't talking.
At least it's like one of the healthy type ones,
Right,
though.
right.
Like, yeah.
I be doing the V8s
No, you don't, babe.
and the up energy. I always do stuff that says natural sugars and neural
Okay,
stimulants.
Do
something
what?
like that.
he does.
The stuff that increase brain focus and whatnot. Stuff like that.
Like B12.
Yeah. Oh yeah, some of them actually have those in there too. Some of the
Oh.
ones that I drink.
Okay, all right.
I'd rather just take vitamins and keep it pushing.
Okay.
I mean,
Yes,
If you take too much, they
Crystallize.
There we go, crystallize.
Yeah,
Spain.
words are hard. All right. So, question.
Mhm,
I found some recent. I found some yesterday,
Mhm.
and I wanted, and I didn't even think about it. Like I was like, I looked at it and I just saved it. And I don't usually get on Facebook, but when I do get on Facebook, I find some crazy stuff to bring back to the cast. And I didn't even put my thought into the answer to this question, but I just wanted to bring it back to the podcast. This is about relationships, and we don't usually talk about relationship stuff, but like for the sake of who we are, I just wanted to go into it. So, a man is dealing with two women.
Oh, buddy.
One he lies to, and the other he's completely honest with. Which woman does he love?
The one that he's completely honest with.
Oh.
No.
It could go either
No.
way.
Are you gonna lie to me?
Well, this ain't got nothing to do with us.
For example,
I mean,
let me use you as an example.
just hypothetically, I ain't lying. I don't lie to any women because there's only one woman.
All right. Well, dealing with that situation, it
It's
would
not really a situation. Either you lied or
well
you don't.
dealing with the circumstance that he brought forth. I would say in that situation or that circumstance, it would be the one he's lying to. Because the ones
Don't
he's
let it
lying
hurt
to,
your feelings.
well, yeah, most of that, and like
You don't want to lose you. Oh my gosh.
it's actually funny because I seen a video recently about this dude. He traveled around like the world for free because he was a hitchhiker, basically. You
Yeah.
know, he got everywhere hitchhiking.
Yeah.
And it's just talking with a complete stranger. He was like, you know, for the first like 5 minutes of, you know, the drive, it's always, you know, small talk, like, oh, how the weather's doing,
Yeah.
you know, how I got into this situation. And then it's just like, after the small talk is done, it's like a couple of seconds where it's just like complete silence, and then like they just spill their whole hearts to this man. He's like, there's been stories where people, you know, confess to murder or like weird, like just weird stuff. It
I
was
think
like
they just wanted him out of the car.
Pull over. I gotta pee.
and
Way over there.
it's just like a complete stranger, or like someone you have like, I don't want to say like no ties to, but like you have a sense of like ease to just share any and everything.
Well, Father.
Yeah, it's basically like a confessional, basically. You know, you don't really see the guy on the other side, so I guess that helps you, you know, feel.
I
something
mean, but
to
do that
confess.
really got anything to do with the situation? Like, I mean, granted, yeah, that's I guess that could be thrown in there as a situational kind of thing, but I think this is like mostly applying to like the dudes with the side pieces.
Oh Lord Jesus Christ.
Because that was the context in which the person who posted it,
Right.
that was what they was asking. Like, yo, y'all, yeah, I feel free to tell me what y'all, because like she was like, I know some of y'all dudes out there on my Facebook timeline got in this situation. So give me your 2 cents. I really want to know. So here we are talking about it on the Dirty
Since I'm
Trump
the only
podcast,
one with the
man.
differing opinion, I've always been under the impression that if you are in a relationship with someone and you fall for another person, then you were never truly in love with that other person.
True.
All right, that's
So if he's lying to this person and being honest with this one, then there's got to be something there.
Connection.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I
That's
don't
like
know.
if you had to choose me and another
Oh.
woman, choose the other woman.
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
Because there's always going to be that underlying piece of, nope, they've got something else.
but at the same time, why if that's
If
the
it's
case,
ever got to get to that point, though, like you've got some serious issues that you got to work out with.
exactly. That's where I was going with that. Like, I feel like as a man, like if you do that, something is literally wrong with you. Like you got a problem, because that's like, I can't imagine the amount of energy that goes into having 2 relationships. I cannot do.
gotta
I
remember
cannot
both
do
birthdays.
it. I cannot do it. But what makes it easy is in most of the situations where this is going on, one woman already know about the other woman, so you ain't got to lie to her.
Yeah, that's just fucked up.
Yeah.
And like can I go into a story time for a
Do it.
second?
Story time.
All right. So one of my old friends, I was friends with her for years, and she used to always tell me about her boyfriend this, her boyfriend that, me and my boyfriend do this, and they be going on like vacations and stuff. And it was a whole bunch of red flags though, because the boyfriend never came around. He was like the type of person that would like literally leave gifts on her car instead of like coming in the job to actually see her. Like he would show up there, but he would leave gifts on her car or leave it in the office for her to come get, but never actually come in and talk to her. So I never met this dude, and I was friends with her for like 3 years before she finally decided to tell me that what was really going on. Apparently, he had a girl at the house, and she was supposed to be bland and dull and boring, and he was going to leave her for all of 3 years. For all of a whole 3 years, he was going to leave her, and that never happened. And until this day, actually, which is funny, because I'm friends with her brother, and I've seen him on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure that her and the dude is still together.
Oh wow, that whoa.
So once again, she knew about the situation. She knew And she was perfectly fine with the fact that, okay, well, he's going to leave her one day.
That's the type of stuff you see on TV.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, there's a whole Element movie about your ass. Like, come on, we got to do better. And this one no dumb girl. That was the worst part about it. She was in school for her masters at the time. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, do you not see this? Like, can you not find another dude somewhere? Are they not a dime a dozen? Can't you like go out to the club and just spit on the dude and just take him home? Like, come on, what is happening here? Like, come on, like no, like, look, everywhere you spit, there's a dude. Like, come on. Jesus. All right, man. Like, so yeah, like I like my opinions on it. That's why I had to keep it to myself. I didn't even want to think about it when I saw it. I was like, yo, because I was immediately brought back to. That shit give me PTSD. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Don't be out here spitting on people, y'all. Please, please. This is not what we meant.
Bad influence.
I don't know. Some people like that.
I mean, they do, but we. Anyway.
Oh, we won't go talk about that.
No, we're not. We're already talking about a gluteus maximus before we.
Gluteus maximus. Yes, Marcus wanted to know how you measure a butt.
Yeah.
There was pertinent information that he wanted to know how to measure a butt.
Like
I'm just trying
x-axis or like
just-
y?
what?
But,
Oh yeah, it's x-axis. X-axis.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. I got some measuring tape. I got the tape. You know.
not your fault. But I think there's there's many different like circumstances that would play into the question into getting like a real answer for that. But because I can see both. I can see if you're completely honest with the female or the significant other, whatever you would call
That.
them. I don't
Tread lightly.
That's why I was like them. The women. I can see the being honest with one being that you can open up. You feel secure enough to open up. And then when you're lying to, maybe there's something there where you feel the need to like put up a wall or, play it safe or something.
I just gotta say I don't get it.
You know, well,
Like,
I haven't too.
I don't get it. Like yo, like yeah. Like I don't
Yeah.
get it, bro. Like if I like, bro, like this ain't Dragon Ball Z. Y'all bros can't fuse, fam. Like what the fuck? Like yo, like if you can't have a conversation with one, and like most of the time, like let's be real. Most of the time, it is that the girl at home is born. Like let's be real. Like dudes ain't out here just cheating on the girl at home for emotional support. Let's be real. Like they out here, if they going for the girl outside the house, it's because the girl outside the house put on lingerie. Can we be honest right there, right, for a minute? So like I feel like if you can't like, it's a have your cake and eat it too kind of situation. And I feel like yo, if you can't be
Pause.
satisfied,
It's not have your cake and eat it too.
you don't think so?
Well, it's have your cake and Eden too. Eden too.
Oh, past tense.
Eden. No. Eden, like Eden. It's two characters. I want to say it's something from. I gotta look into it more, but it's something from overseas.
Anyway, the dude who has the girl at home, it like the girl at home is usually like the homebody. She the one that can take care of the household. But the dude ain't going for another girl that can take care of the household. Like that ain't usually how that work. Usually when in situations like this, and like let's think about any of y'all seen the Chris Rock movie I Think I Love My Wife? Damn, bro. Like this was the perfect example of that. Like Kerry Washington was in the joint playing the girl that he worked with. And like she was like the freak joint, and his wife at home, she was like she was like the professional, and like he was getting tempted by the girl who was showing the cleavage, the ones that wore the short skirt or whatnot. So it caused him to have a situation of like, yo, like the whole movie was him trying to figure out should I sleep with this woman. And that's pretty much what goes on with these dudes, and they'll tell the girl who just throwing the butt anything just to get them to do it. So she's in a situation of he's saying that he's about to leave this girl, so I got you, but for when I leave her, we gonna be official. So he leaves that girl waiting, and the girl at home don't know nothing. She think he on a work trip. So I can't say like, yo, like for real, you don't love neither one of them.
Yeah.
That's the answer to that question. You don't love neither one of them because
One is lust and one is half love.
right. And like I feel like if you can't find a woman that please all of your needs, and like for real, if you got to do all that, no woman in the world is going to please your needs. You got some shit empty on the inside of you that you got to fix.
Some mommy issues or I'm sorry.
Facts. I mean, I don't know what kind of mommy issues you have to have to do all that, but you know, I just you can't respect that. We ain't gonna make this podcast about that. So like Marcus was saying earlier, guys, this is the last episode that we will ever do in this particular studio.
Yep.
Under these lights, actually these lights and these cameras they cost a lot of money, so we're gonna take them with us. But in this studio, in this space, this will be the last time that we record a podcast, the Dirty Trump podcast, in this studio space. But so what happened today is Alyssa, you want to break the news?
You do it.
All right, I'll break the news. So what happened today is Alyssa and I finally moved into our first home. Thank you. So what we decided to do, what Marcus and I decided to do was do a send-off episode for the Dirty Trump podcast, and for this particular studio space. We're still doing the Dirty Trump podcast, don't worry. We'll still be back to y'all next week. We're probably with more hard-hitting information and things of that nature, and the topics and stuff that have me cussing people out and telling them that they need to get their shit together. All that stuff will continue, and we're gonna continue it today. So with that being said, I don't want to break into the soapbox of the house or whatever. We got the house.
It's exciting.
It's exciting. I've had my excitement. We did our happy dance, and
I did my happy dance.
And I'm on to the next big accomplishment. Like I've already I've already got it out of my system. I'm like, let's go. Let's move on to the next one. Like
on to the next one.
So Coco.
Oh no.
Where you been? What's up? I ain't talked to you in forever about nothing.
I've been living, just living. Well, more surviving. I had like some issues with my mental lately. It's around the time the holidays. I get holiday depression. That is bad. Then here comes my dad's death date, which is March 3rd. And I don't know if I told y'all yet, but on his death date, I paid off my car.
Hey,
so, that's exciting.
Thing.
Thanks.
So I did that. So I don't know. It's just around this time every year I just get lows, and I've been trying to get through that, work through that. I'm slowly getting there.
What you been working on? You been trying to keep yourself busy at all?
Woo, child. I wrote down some ideas. I think I have 3, maybe 4 ideas for children's books.
That's still a goal?
I'm working on it. It's just slow, but I'm working on it.
Hey, you still moving a lot faster than most people.
Right.
Who ain't moving at all. Like,
still raising my baby. He's learning a lot. He's growing a lot.
Perfect.
Good.
Yes, love to hear that. Oh man, Marcus. Any updates on on Morton's Castle?
Now that we got a little bit of extra cha-ching in the bank, I can get a couple more. Yeah, don't want to say it all that. Shh, shh. We can get some.
I ain't got mine yet. The fuck?
Navy
What bank you got?
Federal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well.
What?
I don't know.
No, you good. So I got basically like a map or a chart of everything I need for a studio, do it yourself, indie studio.
Yeah.
Got all the software down, everything I need for like music, sound effects, all that.
Yeah.
Also it was for free anyway, so yeah.
Okay.
YouTube. It's a wonderful a teacher, YouTube University. So right now I've just been playing around with everything, seeing what I can, the full extent of what I could do with it. Other than that, just been grinding.
Right. Yeah.
Helping this-
I
Love
still
to hear.
can't wait for him to start on that game that I'm interested in.
There's some that we already talked about, or I
No,
mean,
I don't think we talked
we
about
don't
this.
necessarily
Oh, but
need
you
to.
didn't share that?
Oh, we don't. I mean, I would keep it to myself, like off the podcast, off podcast. We'll talk about that off record. We'll talk about that. If you're working on a project, we're gonna go ahead and keep it on the low until you're ready to drop
Unveil
that
it.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna do an
yeah.
unveil, and we're gonna make it.
They already
we-
made something
we-
that I had to. Not. I don't think they stole it from, but it was something I was already thinking of, and I was like, oh damn, they already did it.
Hey,
Oh,
and
one of the books I wanted to write, I
Mhm.
seen a video on Facebook of a parent and his child doing it. And I
Mhm.
was like, fuck, that was my idea.
I mean, you can still do
No,
it.
you
though.
still
I'm
do
still
it.
gonna do it.
yeah. I wouldn't stop. I want to take a second to give a shout out real quick. I want to give a special shout out to Chris Kitt, who just recently released his first book.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Chris, man. Congratulations. Wishing you much success. I don't really know what your goal is with it, man, but I hope to see you in the stars one day, man.
Hey.
For noteworthy stuff on the books that we have that is coming out. The next thing that we're waiting on is ISBNs, and once we have that, we are ready to drop. We're in our final revision. We on revision number 9, and bless you. We on revision number 9, and Alyssa is getting tired of reading the same book over and over again. What we gonna talk about it today? What's on everybody's heart?
The motivational Monday I did yesterday was basically about, like, don't let anyone downplay your success, your small wins, your accomplishments. Yeah. So I went to work yesterday, and had a talk with an associate that we all know and love.
That we all know and love.
No, we don't love him.
Hold
we
up.
don't.
Hold.
We don't love him.
We gonna need insurance.
No,
Are we?
I don't even. He don't
His
He don't
family.
listen
are we-
to the. He don't listen
gonna need
to the,
insurance?
podcast. Nah.
We gonna need some insurance.
Stimmy.
So who we burning today? Who we burning?
We can say names?
No,
We can say
I don't know. Like you can drop.
Okay,
you
let's
drop some
describe
hints.
it like this. The big guy that sits in the back of the break room at every break and complain about how the company
Got
is
you.
shit.
Got you.
So I was getting a little snack for breakfast, a little boost. And he's like, oh, he was like, sorry I didn't. Well, he was like, sorry I'm late, but congratulations on your success. I was like, well, thank you. He was like, basically like it was like
do
real
you know-
sarcastic. Huh?
Marcus is ambassador now.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make
he was
sure
like,
you was-
congratulations. And I was like, oh, thank you. He was like, I hope it's what you want, and I forgot what else did he say?
Hope it's what you want. I hope you know what you getting into.
Yeah, basically like it was basically like
Congratulating them
something.
and like
He gave you the whole congratulatory sandwich.
Yeah,
Like-
basically.
Hey man, congratulations. Yeah, that shit sucked though. Yeah, but good for you.
Right?
I ain't never been in that position before.
Ain't never. I ain't
it's like-
never did nothing. He actually shies away from being social at any cost. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead,
So
finish that
I
up.
was like, it made me feel some type of way. Like it almost made me feel like what did I get myself into? But I was like, nah, I really want this position, and I need this.
No, sir.
Trust me, I'll take care of you.
Alyssa will take care of you. Yeah, you,
Facts.
friends in
facts.
high places,
There you go.
girlfriend in high places.
But yeah, it was just interesting, like how it all went down, and just like his take on it. It was toxic because it was like it almost affected me. Like I felt it like in my stomach. It was turning. I was just like, yo,
Look at you,
dude,
just like,
you is.
get off me. Get off me.
Why you didn't tell me? I would have. Well,
mean,
okay, that same day, yesterday, he was complaining, doing the same thing, and I just like snapped for like a good sec, and I just looked
you
at
did
him,
it.
and I was like, "Shut up!" I can't say his name. I ain't gonna say his name.
Yeah,
But I was
that's-
just like, "Shut up!" And then I snapped back. I was like, "Oh shit!"
But yeah,
That's around to be going to HR.
he just has that aura on him that just like
Y'all remember I shut him down in the break room that one time?
yeah.
I forgot how that conversation was going, but what were we talking about?
This basically like
Oh, yeah,
what we
we're-
had
yeah.
planned and stuff, and he tried to put his 2 cents. He was like,
I had a friend that does it.
but
Yeah, I remember.
I had a friend that does something, blah blah this, and he didn't do that. No, I don't even remember what I said, but he hadn't talked to me since. I waved at him last week, and he didn't even look.
But this is the same person that was going to take the way out.
Oh, the offer.
Mm-hmm. But kept talking shit. I'm gonna do it. Time come.
Please do us a
I
favor.
changed my mind.
Please do us a favor.
I changed my mind.
I for real though, like I wanted to know was I pissed off that day? Like, cause he don't make eye contact with me when I see him. Like,
I don't.
what
think
did I
you
say to
did-
him?
I don't think you did anything.
I really hurt that man's feelings. Like
I mean, it's not like he.
This
he
would make a
didn't
hell
need
of a lot more sense if I knew who you guys were talking about.
So yeah, man. Anybody else got an experience like that? Like I want to hear. Like I had a conversation with Alyssa about something like this earlier. Like kind of on the same vibe. I just want to know, like have you guys like other than, and I know that's not the first time you've gone through that. Like you probably have gone through that plenty of times before. With a few other things in your life, like everybody, I feel like everybody in their life at some point or another has had a situation like that before. Oh, actually, you know what? I know for a fact that you might have had something like that with your recent expansion in life.
It was never said to me. That's the thing.
Of course not. You got the
I
power to
am
write
not-
these fuckers up now.
I thought it was because I intimidate people just by standing there. But
You are kind of intimidating sometimes.
I'm very passionate about what I do. I get shit done. Okay.
That's true.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
good trait to have.
Anywho,
I mean,
but anything was always he say, she say. It was never, said to me. It was like because I wasn't in a certain position before I became in this position.
yeah.
That that's not fair. She don't even know. I've been here longer than you. By me being a nosy person, that's how I learned.
Facts. Facts.
I learned, and I work hard.
What they call it? Shoulder jacking.
That's what I was doing.
Is that, ain't that what it's called? When you looking over somebody's shoulder. No, session jacking. Session jacking. That's what they.
That's what I did.
That's
like,
what they teach you.
And I will ask questions. Like, if you want to know something, you're going to ask questions. But it's always the people that congratulate you. Like you said, congratulate you. Always has something
It's
wrong with it. Like,
It's some type of undertone usually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I really, Oh yeah, that kind of reminded me of the situation that when I first got mine, and somebody was like, "Congratulations! I guess they just give everybody the vest now, huh?"
Oh,
I was like,
Yeah.
"What?
You know what? I heard that
Yeah.
too.
What?
I heard that too.
Oh, they didn't give you one though." Damn, I guess you missed it. Oh man, oh man. All right, so yeah, y'all can go ahead and continue on that little tangent about that before I go in on it.
Go ahead.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
Don't give him the go.
Don't give me that.
He's gonna
It's-
cast
it's-
everyone out.
We got. We got. Y'all want to hear me going for the next 20 minutes? Don't do yourself like that.
all right, but like, like outside of work, has anybody had that? Like,
Hell yeah.
you know how you go through life and say you get like good grades on a test or
Or like when picking your career, like what you want
Ooh.
to do in high school.
Mm.
Oh, this position don't make so much certain amount of money,
hmm.
so
Oh, yeah.
I would go for the one that makes all the money.
I
But
bet you would.
but you gotta go. At the time you need to go buy something you're passionate about, not something that.
That makes the most money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if that
Yeah.
was the
Because
case,
then you're
everybody
gonna
be
change
doctors
your mind
and
anyway. Like
lawyers.
my niece, she wanted to be an EMT. Yeah, I'm gonna be EMT. I'm gonna make my name whatever. She changed her major, but she want to be a math teacher now, and that's what she's passionate about, and that's what she's going for. But I think it was like adults
Yep.
in her
Yep.
ear,
Yep.
like,
Yep. Like, and I told, and we had this conversation. I know y'all don't listen to the podcast or nothing like that. So, but we had this conversation on a recent episode where we talked about people at that age, like coming out of high school and stuff. Like, you ain't got no business trying to figure out what you gonna do, and like coming out of high school, especially if you want in a household that encourage your passions.
But see, my school was a trade school.
For real.
Yeah. So
That's
like,
interesting.
One building was the classes, and the other building was the on-site. Like I worked at an on-site daycare.
Okay.
And, no, I got my certificate and everything, but you were kind of right. Like I kind of fell off. I fell off completely. From
But
it.
like for real, like I won't like I've been artistic all my life, but I didn't grow up in a household where I was like encouraged to be artistic. Like I've been writing since I was like in 5th grade. Granted, it won't the Ascension universe since 5th grade, but I've been writing like short stories, poems,
Same.
lyrics since I was in 5th grade. And my mom not once encouraged me to write. In fact, when I told her once that I wanted to be a rapper, this was when I was probably like 16 at the time. I told her I wanted to write music, and she shitted on it. Absolutely shitted.
Not shit.
I mean, the full fart.
No.
Jesus.
Like, yeah, right. Like she let me have it. I mean, she sat me down and talked to me for all of like 30 minutes, bruh. It's like giving me all type of reasons why I shouldn't do it, bruh. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
And is it from stuff she's seen on TV?
No, look, check this out. So my mom, right? My mom used to she used to be friends, like real good friends with Will Smith's dad.
Oh yeah, you said
So
that.
like she got me on the phone with him one day, so he can tell me how hard it is to get into the music business. But it backfired on her, right? Because of who his son is. He was just like, he told me his story, and I was even more inspired. I was like, all right, yeah, if he can do it, bro. Like he from the hood, like yo, he told like straight up told me like, yeah, we from the hood. He did this, he did that. He grinded, and just make sure that if you really want to do this, you really do it, and do not. I was like, bet. Bad. And I'm like, yo, for real, like how is it that this dude who he only know me because he know you, and you my damn mama, and you couldn't even give me that support. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, and let me tell you the worst part about it, right? There's mostly family that would do it to you.
Yeah.
Family would do it to you quicker than anybody else. Like, yo, I could go to a complete stranger and say, yes, I'm an author. And they'll look at me like, oh,
Wow.
Wow, you wrote a book. That is so awesome.
What's
that is
the name of
amazing.
it?
What is? Are you on Amazon? Oh my God! Oh, you're when you put it up for pre-order, you have to let me know. You absolutely have to let me know. I'm like, come on, like, yo, for real. Why your family can't do that?
Yeah.
Why can't your family do that?
Yeah.
That don't make sense to me. I'm like, yo, we supposed to be blood. We supposed to support each other. Where the support at?
They only want their support when they selling them little dinner plates and shit.
Facts, facts. Yo, like, yo, and Mark hit the hammer. He hit the hammer on the head. Like, yo, for real. Actually, it was like what we were talking about earlier. But if you put in the work, fam, somebody they can doubt you at 1st. They can doubt you all they want. That's why, like, if I got a goal, like if I want to do something, I don't need to tell nobody until I'm about to drop it. Like, yo, for real, like I didn't need to tell you that I was gonna write a 50,000 word book. I'm gonna wait until the 50,000 words is done, and then I'm gonna drop it on you. Like, oh yeah, hey, let's go. Like, hey, you can't deny this right now. You can't deny it. Everybody was tripping about it. Like, oh, you gonna do what? Man, you tripping. You tripping 50,000. Man, go ahead, man. I remember, man, you remember back in the day when we was in school, man, and they told us to write 2,000 word essays, man, and we couldn't, man, it was so fucking hard, man. How you gonna write 50,000 in a month? 51. I got you. What's up? November 23rd, I got 51,000. What you gonna do? You can't deny it now, bro. And what I noticed, like, when the people deny you, like, once you get the work done, those same people, they just switch the whole game up.
Like, I knew you can do it. No, the fuck you didn't.
No, you could. Congratulations. Did you? What the fuck? Hey, oh, now you want to cheer me on. Now you want to cheer me on. Okay, we got to the real deal. Now now I showed you that I can do it. Now you want to switch your whole game up. Bitch, get out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Everyone wants to place their bets when something is safe rather than taking a risk on something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That safe money.
Yep.
That safe money don't make money.
Right. Hey, man, E.T. got this song, and we talked about this song before. It's like I keep going back to that, like right now with everything that I got going on in my life. I'm just like at this point where you can't tell me no. You cannot tell me no. And it's to a point now where I'm just like, I don't care if I've never done it before. I don't care what if my goals sound unreasonable to you or not, but look at what I've done so far. If I've done this much so far, who's to say that who's going to try to stop me from doing what I said I'm going to do? Right. Like, look at my track record. I came through here like a hurricane, knocking trees down. Like you can't stop me at this point. At this point, like, yo, I got too much momentum. I will bowl you over if you try to stand in front of me. I will literally bowl you over. I will go through you. Or
RKO you.
Are you?
Not grandma.
Oh man, yes, man, yes, absolutely, man. Yeah. Anybody got anything good to add on that? Like, don't let me be the one to. I know y'all want self development and stuff, but you know.
It's okay to celebrate your wins. A win is a win. Accomplishment is accomplishment, whether it be an inch or a mile. It might have took you all of 3 years to get that inch, but you made it. You keep going inch by inch by inch. You'll get that mile.
Yeah.
A lot of times people get hung up over the waiting game or how long it takes you to get from point A to point B. But you put in the work, you put in the hard dedication, and you'll get there. Whether it be 1,000 words or what? What's a small book? How many words?
50.
Like a small book. 50 words.
50,000.
No, like how much is like a small book? How?
200 pages is only 50,000.
Oh, well, 50,000.
Heavens.
Right? I was like, how many words go in books?
Yeah, does that mean that Legend of the Oracles is going to be 400 pages long?
Probably.
Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, and
As long as you
were
ain't got Harry Potter.
you still going? Because
Encyclopedia
you
book.
just like kind of like stopped in the middle. Like
I was trying to get like what's the shortest.
usually the shortest book is like I don't really see any
Maybe
books
like
less
10,000.
That's a short story. Usually that's like
That's what he
compiled.
was saying.
Well, either
That's not usually
way,
in a book on its own.
either way, it's
Oh.
still an accomplishment. You still touch somebody's life.
Oh, yeah.
You still have a record of doing something.
Bro, look at how many short stories in the world right now has like
That is
still
true.
been talked about
Mm-hmm.
since like the early 1900s. Like we still got like in literature books and in middle school and high school still got these little weird short stories like Edgar Allan Poe. Like he got
Oh,
short
yeah.
stories for
I
days,
love his
and
books.
like his short stories made him famous.
Mhm.
Like yeah, like when Marcus said like your literature, your work can make you. It can put you on the map. It can literally put you on the map. And like I want to throw this out there, bro. Like you were a young black male from Lawrenceville, of all places, Lawrenceville.
Small little
Like
town.
nobody in
One
Lawrenceville,
stoplight.
nobody in Lawrenceville is going to look at you and be like, "Yes, I believe you can make video games." The reason why is because
They haven't been
ain't
exposed to
nobody
it.
in Lawrenceville ever came out their mouth and said they're gonna make video games. Granted, actually, that might be a lie. There might have been some people who said it, but there's been some people who said it and didn't do it. Like there's been plenty of people who say they're going to be authors, published authors out of Petersburg. How many people in Petersburg are actually published authors? Ain't that many. There's a lot of people who say they write in Petersburg, but there ain't that many people who say they're gonna be a published author that actually wrote something and published something. Like they talk. Most people just talk, and those people who talk, when they talk, they look at you and say, "Well, I said I was going to do that." And I mean I didn't do it. Like the one guy, like yeah, I could be. And look at this. Look, check this out. Tell me, have y'all heard this? Tell me, have you heard this? The same people who try to give you the fake congratulations, they'll say some shit like, "You know, I could have did such and such."
No, the fuck you couldn't. I'm sorry. I hate that. I'm sorry. I really hate
Yeah, you know, I could have did that. Hey, man, I could have been this and that like a long time ago, man, but I turned it down because the such and such said they were going to do this and blah, 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 blah. Bruh, like, I don't really care about your excuses, bruh. Like, if you could have did it, you would have did it. Like, straight up. Like, and especially, like, in the place that in the place that we work at, everybody on titles, bruh. Everybody is on titles. Like, yo, like for real, like you want to be in my position because you think it's gonna be easy.
Ain't
Yeah.
nothing
You think
about it.
you coming from my position because you think it's gonna be easy, not because you actually got a goal to do something. Like, bro, I'm in a situation where I'm like, yo, if I'm going to be there, I want to make the best of it. Like, I don't care about the title. Like, I just know I want to work smart and not hard, and ain't nothing smart about being at the bottom. Especially if you got the chops to be at the top. Like for real, like like that's just it is what it is. Marks, by the way, keep looking out on Job Finder. By the way, just keep looking at it. Something's coming. Just be looking for it. I keep looking for it, but just make sure your eyes are open. Yeah, see, helping my boy out. Easy. Like I want to see him succeed. Like I like for real. Most people, like it's not many people out here who like
Are wishing for other success rather than their failure.
Thank you, because I was about to go around the world and
In
with
flowers.
that. In flowers, yes. I'm talking flowers, yes.
That's another thing that like it comes up here and there, and I'm just like, well, why don't we do this? Like as a people, why don't we do this? Like a thing with like daycares, you don't see a whole lot of daycares. Why hasn't like a group of women or men or whatever got together and made like a nationwide or just in their community first some type of because kids are everywhere.
Yeah.
People have to work,
Especially
and have
here.
kids.
And
Yeah.
me and a friend was talking about it yesterday. With the amount of people that work has kids, and some people be missing work because of their kids. If the company itself will brand together and like have like a on-site or like a something across the street, maybe
Yeah, like
Right.
a system
that's run by
for
the
daycare.
company, people will be able to come to work and not miss work because they don't have a babysitter or
But
get off early.
so here's the thing. The company that we work for, they don't care nothing about that.
True.
They don't care nothing. I ain't gonna say the company that we work for, because the company itself might, like the people at the top may have some kind of sense of remorse for the people
what they call
that
it, the board.
the board, yeah, the board. Yes, those people may have they may have some kind of sense of duty to their staff. But the people that we work for in the building, I can guarantee you, I heard some stuff in the last week that if y'all we can't even go into that on this
That
podcast.
might be on your side,
They-
but over
they-
here,
yeah, like they don't care nothing about that. They don't care nothing about that. But actually, for real, like the reason why people can't the reason why people can't do stuff like that is because people care way too much about money to even think about stuff like that. And I know that sounds weird, but let me explain. How many people do y'all think that you come across on a daily basis that just act off of straight desperation for money alone? Because I'm personally, like, based off of who I talk to on a daily basis, I'm gonna say like 90% of the people I come across is their main focus is just straight up money.
Wow.
90%. So therefore, if
but I look into it deeper. Straight up money, but for what? You don't really know their private lives outside of work,
and I
unless
get
they
that.
actually talk about it.
Everybody got stuff going on in their life, but at the same time, you had to have a higher understanding of what you're going to do, and most people don't have that understanding of what they're going to do. And the reason why I say they don't have an understanding of what they're going to do is because they're living paycheck to paycheck and don't know how to get out of it. Like, you haven't made not one plan to get out of paycheck to paycheck, but yet every single week you're going through the same exact problems and making the same exact excuses. That's how I know that most of everybody that we work with, they move on desperation alone. So it's not a situation of, okay, I can come up with this plan that can help a lot more people, and in turn, I know for a fact that I can get some kind of compensation for it. They can't think that way because their thought process is always on the next dollar, the next paycheck. They can't. Their brains don't. They don't function that way. It don't function that way. So therefore, like, they can't come up with a plan to help others because they're so busy trying to think of how to help themselves.
They think of the short term, not the long term.
Also, yeah. Does that make sense? I can't. If go ahead.
So, a piece of it about like switching their mindset to get out of it. I've noticed recently that I can't wake up early now to go to work for nothing.
He's late every fucking day.
But like, if it's a day off to where I want to work on
Early.
something,
Can't sleep. Can't sleep. Can't sleep.
What a son.
yo, I just made that connection. I was like, yo.
That's the first part of the show. I promise you it gets worse. I promise you it gets worse. You're gonna be looking at the time and I want to blow all of this right now. Submit time off right now. All of this. All of that. Let me go ahead and get all of that. Leave an absence. Let me go ahead and take that too. Like, yeah, it gets worse. Be disciplined. Be very disciplined. Be very disciplined.
I don't even think he set his alarm no more. That's how bad it is.
I'd be like, work. Man, this.
He don't set
This
his
crap.
alarm no more. It's bad.
It gets worse. It gets worse. That's all I'm
used to
saying. It gets
get up
worse.
Hour early for work. Make sure I'm there on time. Now work. Man, what is work?
I'll get there when I get there.
They don't need me. They don't need me. They got plenty of me's. Bruh, facts, bruh. Yeah. So yeah, like yeah, man, people can't be
Can't
that
get up the
conversation
rat race.
that conversation, huh?
I said people can't get out that rat race.
Yeah, man, like that conversation goes so deep, and like I don't even think we got enough time to even go into that. But yeah, though, like I can't be the one that says like I got so many goals to change the world. And the average person will look at me and will try to
Downplay.
debate. They will literally try to debate that. Well, you know, if you try to do too much, then such and such, people gonna start looking at you funny, and you know, you might make some the taxes.
That's when you tell them to shut the fuck up.
Oh, I don't even talk to them. But it like the fact that I don't talk to them, I mean, it doesn't change the fact that those people exist, and like and like those people still need help, man. Because like, think of that even now, for real. I'm gonna give y'all a perfect example, and I'm talking to the audience. Like I ain't talking to nobody at this table, because everybody at this table, we already know the benefits of helping others, right? Straight up, we don't get paid no money for this podcast. No money at all. This is episode 78, and we don't get. Is it 78 or 79? I don't know. This is episode 70 something. It's like high 70s. Like, and we have done all of these episodes for free. There has been sponsored payments on a very small scale, but at the same time, for the most part, like we don't get paid for this podcast. It's the only thing that this podcast pays us is the knowledge. And different perspectives on it, the things that goes on in our heads. And for real, like, yo, this platform, this show could help so many people in their lives change their entire mindset to be more fruitful, more successful, and be just all around better people. And if we were only doing it for money, then this knowledge and the thoughts that we have on a daily basis, and the trials and tribulations that we go through in our lives, we couldn't bring it back to this table. Yo, we wouldn't be helping anybody if we were just focused on the dollar. So we don't do this because we getting a check. We don't do this because we expect to get paid, or we doing it for clout. Yo, we don't care about the clout. If it was for the clout, then we would be doing more to push this out there and make sure that people see it. I will be in the trenches doing a whole bunch of unreasonable stuff, all kind of different sales tactics, all kind of flugazy stuff, trying to get y'all to see this, but I'm not. The people who are watching this right now, they are watching this because they understand that they have to be around people and have to be in the environments where they want to help people. So for those people who are listening, or granted, if you were one of the people, like you might not be listening to this podcast, but for the people who, like, if you listening to this right now, man, and you got this whole taker mentality where you just like think that the world is going to start handing you stuff because you asked for it, bro, you got to work, man. You got to work. You got to get out there and grind for it, man. Like, yo, I'm at 300,000 words right now, and just the first 3 books alone, bro. You can't tell me you can't tell me I'm not an author at this point. You can't tell me that. Like, yo, you can come and tell me anything you want. Like, you can come and try to negate it if you want to, try to debate it and tell me the reasons why I don't want to be an author, or why it's hard to be a published author, bro. I do not care. It doesn't matter to me what you think. The only thing that matters to me is my goal. My goal is the only thing that's important to me. My goal, the people around me, the family that I want to create, the legacy that I want to leave behind. The only thing that is important to me is that. So your opinions about what I do and how I maintain my career is not important. The only thing that is important to me is that if you don't have the knowledge of how I can get to the next level, then we don't need to be discussing anything about my career. And for the people who, I got to be careful, right? Because I got people who we work with who listen to the podcast for like just for passive aggressive manipulation because they listen
Come on.
to the podcast and they just want to like have something to say about it after the fact. After they listen to an episode, they want to like
So who want to fight?
calm down. But I got to be careful when I say that. But for real, like I want to go here. I want to go there for a second, man. Like yo, ooh. If you the person, man, who like give the sideways remarks, like the fake congratulatory comments, man, like yo, keep that shit to yourself, man. Like straight up, keep it to
Go
yourself.
do something with your life.
Like yeah, for real. Like yo, you ain't got no business being out here trying to be spiteful and hating on people. Like yo, you grown, yo. You are a grown fucking man or woman. Like yo, you ain't got to do that. You ain't you ain't got to do that. In fact, when you do it, you making yourself look like an idiot because you like you know better. You know better. Bruh, for the people who out here, like, yo, if you come to me and tell me that you can do what I do, bruh, you already know I don't believe you. Why are we having this conversation? Why are we having this conversation?
Like why start that to begin with? Like, if it ain't positive, then why say it?
Yeah.
Like, why be spiteful? Like, you see us putting in the work.
I can tell you. I can give you the answer to that. It's because I'm hurt.
Okay.
I'm hurt because I didn't get a certain
Reaction or
no. I'm hurt because
Someone
I didn't
didn't
get
their
a
way.
certain opportunity.
Mm.
So I'm going to say something to try to hurt you and discourage you from doing it.
The type of people that ain't got nothing going on in their life, they make it seem like, oh, I can do that too.
There it is.
But you ain't got nothing going on,
There
honey.
it is. Well, if like I
Nothing.
said, if you were gonna do it, you would have did it, bro. You would have
Shoulda,
did it.
woulda, coulda.
You would have did it. Like the people with the vested computer skills who don't want to prepare for the interviews, bro. Like yo, like and then the ones they don't put in the application because they already doing the job, and all of a sudden like yo, you hurt because somebody else got it over you. Like yo, you can't do that. And so then when you look at me, oh, they just give everybody the vest now. No, they gave the people who work for it the vest. Like, come on, like, yo, for real. Like you can't be upset. You can't be upset with the people who doing what they supposed to do. Because you ain't doing what you supposed to do. You can't look at me and get mad at me because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I work for this.
This is mine. You can't take it.
It's not your fault.
Man, oh man. I think we. So what does that timestamp say?
Over an hour.
Over an hour. We are over our end. Did that say hour? Oh, it says 60 minutes. Does it count 60? On the red one on
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I can't see.
No, not on the camera, on the screen. That should look like it say 7 minutes.
I'm be mad if it says 7 minutes. It do look like it says 7 minutes.
It do though.
Maybe it ended one video and started another one.
Like
It did blink.
Yeah, it always does that though, because ain't no graphics card in the computer. But anyway, we do have audio, so I'll go back and check it. Marcus, all right. Anybody else got something? Because I can go ahead and this Alyssa's she
I'm trying not to make it hard for editing. Leave it on
Oh,
and let's
God.
wrap it up.
You cold?
yeah, her hands are freezing and she got goosebumps.
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Dirty Trunk Podcast. This is me, your boy Marcus Morton. Always here with me is the Aaron Mack. And then we have
I don't think Aaron wanted to stop yet.
Why were you introducing ourselves
Why he doing
again?
that? Why he?
That's the
why-
intro.
I thought we
Money.
was ending. I thought we were ending.
We are ending. I just don't understand why you did it like that. Just end it like you always do it on the.
That's
on the
what I
joint.
do. I reintroduce.
Why are you reintroducing? Everybody know who the fuck we are.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Dirty Trunk Podcast, where the elephant is always welcome.
Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. We got Twitter. Twitter
Yep,
too.
We got Twitter. We got to have a conversation about Twitter in a few minutes, actually.
Oh,
So yeah, y'all know what to do, man. like this stuff.
Subscribe
To the if you're watching the YouTube, you're watching the video on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a review on whatever platform that you're listening to this on, just to let everybody know that we are worth listening to. It's cold up in here. I got the heat turned off because we moving out, and we will see you next week. Love y'all, man. Peace out.